Thank you so much for being here and tuning in today with me. Today I really wanted to talk about something that you probably don't think it's important, but it's also important. And the past couple of weeks I've been learning about this, even though I already knew about it, but I had to make a video of it because I just realized how important this is, and it's kind of like the bridge in between being healthy and not for some people. And that is actually grounding. And in my last video I talked about the chakras, and I definitely touched up on grounding, but I talked a little bit more on the surface of grounding, and I kind of just really wanted to just get a little bit more deeper and kind of give you a little bit of a better sense of understanding of what grounding really is and how this can benefit you. So basically, what is grounding? So earth grounding, it resonates with our root chakra, and our root chakra has a lot to do with feelings of security. So what it is that it gives you a sense of security. Okay, let's get a little deeper with that. How can I get a sense of security? Grounding or earthing or earth grounding, what it is our connection to the earth. It's as simple as that. And it sounds a little corny in a way, or it sounds a little too woo-woo or too holistic, but it actually can be the bridge between being healthy and not. So how does this work? So basically, the way that grounding works, and even a lot of engineers understand this concept already, is that our Earth is mostly, well, it's not mostly, it's negatively charged. So it's negative electrons, right? And then our atmosphere, which is our air, it is positively charged. So you can think of it as, the yin and yang. You can think of it as our magnets. You can think of it as how our batteries work. It has a lot to do with electricity, right? So what has happened throughout human history is that we never had an issue with this, because, for the most part, because we were always outside. So our bodies were constantly balanced and neutralized with positive and negative electrons. But now, with time and with the advance of technology, especially the advance of technology, even to our footwear, things have drastically changed, and that is why a lot of people are having a hard time now finding some sort of balance within themselves and just optimum health, just finding health within themselves. So the way it works is that because things have changed, because our technology has advanced a lot, we are not outside as much. So our bodies are constantly now collecting positive electrons from the atmosphere, from technology, from being inside, because we're not neutralizing this with our negative electrons that come from the earth. And we are constantly inside, or just not being connected to our earth, and we're constantly being surrounded by all these different electromagnetic fields, whether it's a microwave, the cell phone, radiation from TV, whatever. This actually gets trapped in our bodies, and this affects our bodies very much. This affects our immune system very, very much, and especially our inflammatory system. So what earthing is kind of like a natural, I'd say is our most important, our cheapest and most natural antioxidant that we have. And actually, I've been kind of reading a lot on the different studies that they've been making for the past, I don't know, oh my goodness, I would say for the past 5 years plus, that every time that they do every time they do these studies, it just shows how people feel a lot better when they have an equal balance of positive and negative electrons in their bodies, right? So let me give you like a regular example on this. And this, everybody's gonna be able to associate themselves with this. When you go to the beach, and you hang out at the beach, and or when you're on vacation, of course, and you're outside and you're hanging out and doing things, but especially when you're kind of outside in nature. And I want to say the beach because you take off your shoes and you're in the water, and you're with the earth and you're having a great time. Guess what happens when we go back and we're gonna go take a nap, or we just go back home and we go to sleep? We usually tend to sleep better. We tend to rest better. We're just a lot more rested if you're on vacation, or if you're not on vacation. Your stress levels, like you do feel it. Like it's like a wave comes over you when you go to the beach, and you just feel a lot more relaxed. And especially people that live by the beach, when they go to the beach, I know for a fact you're understanding exactly what I'm saying. When you go to the beach and you hang out even for an hour or two, and you come back home, you come back tired, you come back just a little bit just refreshed, but at the same time less stressed. And what it is that basically you have connected with the earth. You have balanced out your positive and your negative electrons. And we receive these electrons through our feet. We receive these electrons through our feet, and it flows in the rest of your body, and that is why we feel the way we feel afterwards. We feel amazing, I'd say. Sometimes we actually feel even more tired, actually, but it's actually not a bad thing. It just means that you're kind of releasing, and you're kind of balancing yourself out, and it probably means that you need to take a nap. So usually happens a lot with the workaholics. But anyway, that is like the first-hand experience, and what I can tell you that what the earthing does to you. And especially, if you really feel a difference in that, I suggest that you are definitely one of those people that you need to keep doing that for yourself, because maybe you haven't been doing that for yourself as well. There are a lot of different forms to do grounding. You can just go outside for a little bit, and you can just touch the earth with your bare feet. It doesn't have to only be with your bare feet. And actually, touching upon that, with technology as well, there's the technology of footwear, and unfortunately wearing shoes and rubber shoes especially, they have deter us from experiencing what earthing really is, what grounding really is. And this affects everybody, guys. This affects everybody. It doesn't matter whether you're in holistics or you're not in holistics. This does affect you. This affects in the way you sleep at night. This affects in the way you feel. This affects in your body. So we have this thing called the ROS, and give me 1 second because I don't want to say it wrong. We have the reactive oxygen species, and that are delivered to a site of injury by white blood cells, right? And we kind of know this, our white blood cells is what kills bacteria, is what helps us get back into a state of health. But what it is that these ROSs is that they are positively charged. And with that said, our bodies are already positively charged. So what happens sometimes is that these blood cells and this reaction ends up diffusing into healthy tissue, and it ends up attacking the healthy tissue. So basically, when you are earthing or when you are balanced or grounded, this doesn't happen. This becomes neutralized. So that's also part of, actually I think that's the most important thing when it comes to grounding and kind of helping yourself out with that, because it really helps with inflammation and it just kind of helps your nervous system overall. Also, when it comes to the holistic aspect, grounding, grounding is just a sense of belonging. Grounding is understanding that this is your home, that wherever it is that you live, that this is your home and you belong on this planet. It's very, very important if you're trying to do a meditation. And it's actually very, very easy besides going outside and getting your feet dirty, because I'm sure a lot of people are thinking that, oh, I don't want to get my feet dirty. Go touch a tree. Go touch a tree, feel the energy from the tree. I'm not trying to say that you're gonna immediately feel this thing, oh my god, I feel so much energy, even though some people do, and that is so awesome, so cool. But for the people that don't understand exactly how it works, just touch a tree, be outside with nature, touch a tree and kind of just hold it for a little bit and balance yourself out. A lot of times, especially the food industry, they talk about like, all these kinds of fruits and veggies that have antioxidants and things like that. Well, earthing is free. It's right outside your door. It helps you balance your whole system out. It helps you balance in a physical way, in a spiritual way. It helps you balance yourself out, gives you a sense of security. So why not try it, right? Why not do it? Especially if you are recovering from an injury. Please, if you're recovering from an injury, find a way to get outside and feel what it is to be outside. If you like gardening, if you like flowers, please work on that. Some way, somehow, get yourself in touch with soil, get yourself some flowers, just be outside and touch your tree. Because also just remember that there has to be a balance with everything. And then right now, because our technology is so amazing in so many ways, but it's also it also prevents us from being connected in a physical level. So I definitely recommend for you guys to go outside and just kind of try things out. I like to meditate a lot, but I like to meditate inside. A lot of people like to meditate outside. That in and of itself, you're already grounding. A way of meditation is to, whether you do it inside or outside, is to kind of sit in silence or lay in silence and just kind of visualize or imagine that. By the way, visualization and imagination are the same thing. So visualize that you are kind of growing roots in your body, and they're kind of sinking into the earth, and they're getting the earth energy, and kind of bring it back up into your body, and surround yourself with this energy. Mind you, you also have your electromagnetic field, which is your aura. And when you combine this visualization, which is very real, imagination it's as real as it gets. We just cannot see it with our bare eyes, but it's very real. And when you combine this, that it gives you a beautiful sense of security. It lets all the light beings that you're trying to reach, or anything that you're trying to do within a meditative state, know that you are a secure and competent person into receiving information in your meditations. So that's really important, guys. And so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I wish I would get a little bit more specific with it, but at the same time, I kind of want to leave it to a point where you can do your own research and understand about this. It took me a while to understand how this works, because there's two aspects of it. There is the holistic aspect of it, and then there is the physical aspect of it, and it has a lot to do with electricity. So a lot of engineers understand how actually grounding works. But at the same time, I wanted to make a video where I can combine both things. And but just remember that it really helps with with your health, and it helps so much with your immune system. It helps for your own immune system not to attack itself, because a lot of times we do, actually now more than ever, we carry a higher charge of positive electrons, and we really need to neutralize these things. If you're one of those people that you like to be at home a lot, you just think about it, you know, especially if you're not feeling well, if you feel also like fatigued and things like that. It's time to get outside. It's time to get outside, even if it's for 10 minutes. Haven't you ever wondered? I'm sure a lot of you have had this experience where you are walking your dog, or you're going for a hike, besides the beach thing. You're walking your dog and you're going for a hike, and then all of a sudden, like, you have like this moment of like, oh wow, this is so beautiful, and oh, nature is so pretty. Yeah, you're grounding. That is not even grounding, but like you're literally just stabilized your body. So, and your body's feeling it, and your emotions are feeling it, and your emotions are letting you know that you're feeling good. So just consider that, guys. Consider getting outside. Consider, natural ways of healing. And actually, natural ways of healing is kind of what really, really keep you healthy. We're actually slowly but surely moving into a point where we will not need to go to the doctor as much, and we will not be so dependent on prescription medicine. So yeah, these are the first steps, and this can be the bridge between being healthy and not, being connected with yourself, with your soul, with the earth, and not, and watching TV. So, not that TV is bad, but you know what I mean. Anyways, guys, I want to leave you with this. I hope you enjoy this. Please like my video, share, follow, whatever you like. Hope to catch you soon. Mwah. Bye.